guys, and welcome back to another episode of your Brains Coach podcast. My name is Shurina. I'm your host, I'm your Brains Coach, and it is my job here to bring to you, discover with you, share and use and apply all the amazing, effective, sometimes fun, and mind-boggling brain-body tools so you can take better control of your thoughts, of your emotions, and most importantly, of your actions. So you shape the life experience that you love living more and more and more every day. Isn't this what growing up is all about, folks? Like truly growing up. I think it's understanding more and more who you are, how you changing, how you evolving, what's the core of you, true nature of you, and what can be changed. Like this understanding and shaping your life closer and closer to that, what Martha Beck, one of the best coaches, life coaches out there, says, that your integrity, your true core center, something that just doesn't change, your nature. Like the closer you are able to shape and mold your life around that, the happier and more fulfilled you're going to be. And it's a journey. And what I learned and what I learned to believe is that that's what growing up and adulting and becoming wiser is all about. Right? How well you are able to create the life that is as close to your true self as possible. Today, we are speaking about our dreams and our goals, an extension of our true selves. When our goals and dreams are truly ours, they are us. What we are becoming, what our lives are becoming. They shape who we become. They help us grow and evolve and change and learn everything we need to learn. And again, create the life experience that maybe on some level we were meant to have all along. But goals and dreams, when they are your own, no matter what kind of choices and sacrifices you have to make, they will feel right. And yes, they're still going to be hard, a little bit later about that. They're still going to be hard, but they will leave you with close to zero regrets. And that's how you know your dream, your goal, whatever price you have to pay for it, is truly yours. I'm looking at the picture that I used in my newsletter, which, by the way, you can sign up. It's a daily newsletter, Mind, Body, Work Better, different tools and reflections and scientific discoveries and protocols and tools based on that delivered to your daily through my writings and reflections. Very short, probably going to take you maybe tops 10 minutes to read. But one thing I can promise you, that your best self will thank you for reading that. It's always something that will make you think a little bit deeper, maybe maybe differently, but definitely gonna make you stop, think, and when you apply different tools that feel right to you, they definitely gonna get you closer towards your best self and living truer representation of that self in real life. So this newsletter, and I'm looking at the picture that I used in my today's newsletter. The name of the newsletter, just like the name of this podcast, is about being ready to pay your goals worth. And the picture that I used is of now Olympic gold medalist, Sinkovich brothers. I think they are medalists in rowing. So I got this picture from Finding Mastery podcast on Instagram, their account. And on this picture, the athlete is holding a gold medal in his mouth, kind of like trying to get to take a bite of it. And there is his quote: sometimes you need to suffer pain to have a better life. I actually listened to the interviewer with those Sinkovich brothers, gold champions, and how they described what they were feeling, how hard it was, the pain, the burning in their body. And at the beginning of the race, they were just thinking, I can't wait for it to get over, because they knew it would be that hard. And they knew they would have to suffer physically and mentally to get that goal, or to get the best, the most out of themselves. Getting the best out of ourselves never comes without sacrifice. Here's what else I wanted to share with you from a career coaching client of mine. She had this win moment when she was accepted to a government overseen AI course on policy making. And we had our moment of celebration. And she said this phrase: that's great, but there's also a lot more work in my already busy schedule. And she was already feeling like she is at her limit of giving to her work and her life. And at that moment, that reminded me of this valuable lesson that I've truly internalized over the past couple of years. This lesson that dreams come with a price tag. Goals come with a matching price tag. And if you say, I want to achieve this in life, in business, in your fitness, then you actually need to sit down and write down all of the things that you are ready to give to get this goal, to get this dream. Every dream, every goal, every desire has a cost. Nobody gets something for nothing. In this life, in this universe, guys, nobody gets something for nothing. And when you start thinking about gold medalists or Elon Musk's or Taylor Swift's of this world, do not desire their outcomes unless you desire the kind of work, the kind of sacrifices that they had to make and still are making to get there and stay there. So Elon Musk and Taylor Swift of this world, don't forget that it's not the luck that got them there. It's a series of very hard choices. They had to say no to almost everything else but their dream. And then ask yourself, are you ready to do the same? When you set a goal, when you set an inspiration, when you dream of something, are you ready to pay the price? And I'm not talking here about the easy stuff, the Netflix hours or your social media hours. I'm not even talking about that. In the world of high performance and high achievement, those things are not even spoken about. It's kind of like a no-brainer. If you want something, don't do the easy, the stupid stuff that wastes your time. That is a first no-brainer to even enter the arena. But what greats know, that it's not the easy stuff that you'll have to sacrifice. Again, like the Netflix hours or an additional piece of cake or social media, whatever that might be. But also, you'll have to sacrifice the hard stuff, like quality time with your friends and family. Something that you also cherish and value and would like to do more of. But when you think of your priorities and what makes you feel the most fulfilled, you know that however sad that is in your soul, you also understand that those things are lower on the priority list than that vision, that dream, that goal. And here, I'm not saying what is right for you to choose, what is wrong for you to choose. Only you can know that. Only you can feel that. Only you can figure your ultimate priority list out. And also, it will change depending on the stage of life you are in. But through more self-awareness, through deeper practice of meditation, of self-reflection, you'll get to understand more and more of what makes you tick, and also what will be the best choice, the best goal, the best dream that will give you the least amount of regret. Like an example, some people truly want to have kids, want to have family, and for them sacrificing that would be a cause, a reason for true regret later in life. And for a lot of people like myself, the opposite is also true. I couldn't care less about kids. And I knew that when I was a teenager, and my parents thought that that stage, this phase would pass. And I know this now. Like if I miss out on kids in my life, I would be okay with that. I will be okay with that, right? I'm not sure how my life turns out, but I know that I can pass. And things like building up my coaching career, serving a lot more people, helping more superheroes to unlock their superpowers, giving them the tools, helping them to use those tools so we all could create more positive change in the world. In my soul, in my heart, somewhere inside of me, something says that if I don't commit to that, I will truly regret that when it's the last day on earth and I'm on my deathbed and we're all going to be there. So, it's okay to talk and think about that. So I will regret if I don't commit to this dream, to this goal, to this service, so to speak, or to this purpose that feels so right in my life. So I will regret that. I know that 100%. And because of that, I'm ready to pay the price for the dream, for the goal. When I say I want to speak in front of thousands of people, I'm ready to pay for this goal with hours of preparation, missing out on all the other invitations and not seeing that much of my friends and family. I'm ready to pay for that. I'm ready to pay for building a global business and not showing up for every occasion with loved ones that I'm invited to. I'm ready to pay the price. Yes, for some people it might be, it's the wrong kind of choice. Maybe not. Again, our soul, just like a cell in your body, it is born, it is created with a specific mission. Just like your heart cell is not supposed to do what your lungs or what your muscles do, just like that, you are not supposed to do what everyone else does. And somebody else's dream is not your dream. And the most important part of adulting, of growing up, of your journey is to get connected to your true center, use tools of meditation, of mindfulness, of self-reflection to understand yourself better so you are mature enough to make the hard kind of choices. Again, not the easy one, but the hard kind of choices that you will not regret. And the more you are self-aware, the better you understand yourself, the more of those right choices you gonna make, choices that you will not later regret, even understanding all the sacrifices that you had to make to get where you're gonna be in 10, 20, 30 years. So my question to you is, are you ready to pay the price for your dream and your goal? So right now, take a piece of paper, take a pencil or a pen, write it, don't type it. There is a difference. There is a different connection between your writing and your brain. So get a piece of paper, get something to write with, and write down your dream, your goal that you currently have, your burning desire. And underneath, start listing out all the things that you're gonna give up, that you're gonna choose over to get that dream, to get that goal. And remember, I'm not talking about the easy choices here. Right? There is this book, Think and Grow Rich, that I finally need to finish with all the exercises. But I remember there is an exercise at the very beginning. The exercise goes like this. Envision what you want, and then envision and list everything that you'll give for it. And I believe only now I'm fully grasping its meaning. It's not about just creating the goal and creating the dream and putting action steps on your calendar, on your to-do list. It's also about honestly asking yourself, when the hard choice comes, when am I ready to give up and to sacrifice for that goal, for that dream? And again, in order to honestly and clearly answer this question, you have to dig deeper and put in practice hours to become more self-aware, to understand yourself better. Yourself 360, your thoughts, your desires, your emotions, where you come from, where you're going, why, your purpose, your vision, all of that stuff. And 2 core practices to get better at that and understanding yourself. 2 core practices are some sort of meditative practice. And there are plenty of different apps. By the way, the link to today's newsletter with links to different meditation apps. Some of them come with 1 year long free subscription. The links to some awesome free journaling tools to get you started. Journaling is a form of one of the most common form of self-reflection. So the links to the amazing tools that I learned about throughout my journey. So all of these links are in today's newsletter that you can read without subscribing when you follow the link in the show notes, right? So choose a couple of tools, one for meditation, one for reflection, and start working through that every day. It doesn't take a lot of time, but folks, it is worth it. Do you want to know what's your life all about? So you have more fulfillment, happiness, and less regrets? Then meditation and reflection are must practices in your day. And that's it for today. The question of today is, okay, you have a goal, you have a dream. What are you ready to give for it? Not the easy stuff, but the hard stuff. And it's okay to then say, maybe I'm not ready to go for this goal. Maybe this dream, this goal isn't that important. And that's okay also, because then you eliminate that goal, that dream, and you create more space for something that is more true to who you are. So again, at the end of your life, you get, when you're 80 and 90 and 100, so then you get more fulfillment, more happy memories that are dear to your heart, and a lot less regrets. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you found this podcast episode useful and insightful and very practical. So now you have some homework to do. Your goals, your dreams, are you ready to pay for them? Schedule your meditation, your reflection practices using the tools, which you can find following the link in the show notes. And don't forget, folks, please do share this podcast with more superheroes who want to create positive impact in this world, but they might be a little bit lost, might not have all the tools and support. So share this podcast with that one person who is on their journey. And have an awesome, blossom weekend. Next week, we're going to have more great episodes about nutrition and lifestyle for 37 plus, my mindset coaching tools. We're going to have a guest episode with Jerry Colonna, one of the most prolific coaches out there, CEO Whisperer, the author of Reboot and Reunion, a leadership and adulting books. A lot more coming. Just stay tuned. But before that, what's your goal? What's your dream? And what you're ready to give up? Talk to you soon. Have an awesome weekend.